The group, what is family? Greetings, I am Observer. I join you this day with a great observation of humanity, for things are moving in a very powerful direction. There are ups and downs with challenges ahead. Obviously, some of the things you have worked so hard for are being greatly resisted. Although the rise of the feminine brought new energies to this planet, it's also brought fear for those who feel that masculine energy is superior. Many believe there must be a competition between masculine and feminine. They feel threatened by the feminine energy moving in the way that it has. But nothing lasts forever, so watch for the pendulum to swing in the opposite direction. Keep in mind that you have all these incredible energies and memories from home, spiritual family and relationships. As we continue our What Is series, we wish to share what is family. You have many different versions of it. When the keeper was first starting this work, he kept talking about the light worker family, the spiritual family of other people around him, but some had negative reactions to that. It was simply because they had a different experience with family. Perhaps they had instead been brought up with negative experiences, and a lack of support in their families. The reality is all of your attempts at relationships are simply reflections of trying to remember all that you have at home. You are working with new energies, and many things are moving at the speed of light. As you have been playing the game of pretending to be a human, your spirit has been divided up into 11 different aspects. Each has been carrying parts of your core personality, which is the true you. Although they are in various aspects now, their bodysuit has been taught different things than you have. Some aspects of where they are may even be opposite from where you are. However, that allows the spirit to change in different ways. Let's say, for instance, that you go home for a moment. You realize you're not in your physical body. You know you've died. You're walking down the street and all of a sudden you see someone coming from the opposite direction. As you start to perceive this person, you are drawn to them. Without understanding why, you simply want to be a part of them in any way that they will allow. In that moment they turn and look at you. You are flooded with memories of past lifetimes and experiences from the other side of the veil. When you integrate in that way, you share memories. All 11 of you experience life in slightly different ways, blending it all together. Family on the other side of the veil. You are not new to this earth, for many of you have been here thousands of times. You're in the 4th earth right now, though some of you go back further. You've experienced this game of pretending to be separate before. Most of the time you experience relationships here with a limited vision. You are not able to remember who you are, where you came from, or what you experienced. So, you find yourself doing the same things that you did before. You seem to have to start over in different ways, which can be very frustrating for new spirits pretending to be human. From the other side of the veil, you have a co-essence. But because all 11 aspects are blended together, you cannot pull one element out and say, this is you. That's how you play the game of pretending to be separate from each other. When you make the connection, remember they're part of you. These beings are right here experiencing what you are experiencing. They are your original spiritual family. There are times on planet Earth when you actually intersect your reality with theirs. Usually they come in for only a short time, but in doing so they can upset a lot of things. If you're not in a good situation, they'll let you see yourself from a perspective of love, and then move on. Other times, they will stay for the rest of your life. But for the most part, you'll have people who you know well that will intercede your life. They are your original spiritual family, who cross your path at specific times, usually on the way to their own work and dreams. Or sometimes you'll meet, or even pass someone for the first time, and feel this deep, deep connection. It can be very confusing, perhaps it was a contract. But sometimes it's frustrating for us to watch on this side of the veil. We see many wonderful contracts being set up, yet often when they activate people tend to walk away. Yes, these are the connections to your original spiritual family. The backup plans. When you come to Earth pretending to be human, you actually choose a primary parental contract. Because you're entering into the planet of free choice. You aren't choosing a family. It's possible that you may not end up with both parents that you chose. That's why you choose one primary parental contract, one that you know you can connect with and you trust it to find the perfect partner. Many times people get very lucky, though other times not so much. That's why almost 23% are in backup plans. For instance, before you came in you set up a contract to have this person be your father. And he was going to teach you everything, you were going to emulate him in every way possible. But then all of a sudden he's not there. Perhaps he decided not to have any more children. Or maybe there was an accident, and he died. So, what happens then is you will choose an alternate path. However, when you put yourself into a backup plan, it often that means you're the black sheep in the family. You may have brothers and sisters who get along with one another pretty well. But you're the oddball, you think a little bit differently than everybody else. It's also entirely possible that the mother or father, or usually mother, in this situation, can have a baby that she can't connect with. She doesn't have the natural vibrational connection that you would normally have with a baby. It's actually very common, and that is made on your side of the veil. Sometimes it leads to a mistrust that settles into the relationship and lasts a person's lifetime. Yes, on your side of the veil family means all these things. Sometimes these are opportunities to learn about love or support. Maybe you signed up for a little of both. Will you love me enough to play the bad guy and abuse our relationship in some way? Yeah, we set up all kinds of contracts. Above all, enjoy the journey. Families are built. Although relationships are built, when you start with a vibrational relationship it usually means you have a deeper connection. Perhaps the person that you chose from the other side of the veil was no longer available. So, why would someone take an alternate plan B contract at birth? There's actually a very good reason, because it was critical for you to be here now. You're moving very quickly now into a higher vibrational state. Please do not judge that by the news or by things that are happening in all this third-dimensional world. Look at it from the higher aspect of what is in your reality around you right now, because you create that. And in the fifth dimension, you create much more of it. You can extend this in ways that you didn't dream possible. There are many aspects of being able to work with this in a higher vibrational state, building a comfortable life full of excitement, expansion, and creativity. So, where does family fit into all of this? Your original spiritual family will always be yours, and they will love you no matter what you do. Is that true with your Earth family? Well, not always. You have the duality you've grown up with, because you're not yet anchored in triality. With stepping into a higher vibrational state, everything is anchored in threes. As you step forward, you step into a new reality in a different way. The magic lands. Your original spiritual family is called in at the most incredible times. Sometimes they don't intercede in your world in a normal way. There are times when an original spiritual family member inhabits a body for a few moments to walk in front of you on a busy street. They catch your eye for a second to smile, they plant a seed of home and remembrance. And they may have actually even changed your life, which happens a lot on planet Earth right now. As you find yourself connecting with someone and looking into their eyes, smile, and plant that seed intentionally. You'll find so many things starting to awaken with new attributes. It is time, dear ones. Often you build families around things such as around your spirituality or your workplace. If you really like your work and the people you work with, they become a family to you. You probably spend more time with them than you do with your family at home, so you become a family of sorts. There are so many elements intending to separate people on planet Earth at this time. It is an intentional move for a power takeover, which is being aided by technology. The most important part is that you're aware of it now. Because the reality is that nobody can really make anybody do anything. You are simply awakening from the dream. And the more that you anchor in your fifth dimensional world, the less you can even notice. Why? Because it does not exist on that level. Take a breath, dear ones. Family is an important aspect of where you're going, and you will feel them all the time from home. Know that you're never alone. Enjoy the journey, dear ones. With that, we leave you for now. Treat each other with respect, nurture one another, play well together. I am observer, and I do like to watch. Aspavo, dear ones. Align with the key themes of 2025. Blessings, beloved Tilda. This brilliant passage brings strong energy shifts, dramatic events, and activation of higher trajectories. All paths lead to unity consciousness, which is why alignment is so vital in this now. 2025 themes. Be aware of these key themes and the major energy shifts. Next light letter to align with the profound upgrades available this year. Acceleration of coherence. Field beyond the surface. Acceleration is not just the sensation of time speeding up or collapsing, or rapid-fire novelty events. There is a quickening of coherence, synchronicity, and plasma, beyond the veil, that affects our reality structures. True unity consciousness begins to physicalize. Chaotic dismantling dense and outdated structures unravel, appearing as chaos, but paving the way for new creation. Realities that serve their purpose now dissolve, as the primordial vibration of love light increases. Mother plasma, 0 point, and source particles. This realm-shifting convergence of plasma, particles, and 0 point energies produce the self-correcting mechanisms of divine order. Magnetic field fluctuations affect the collective ability to create density. Notice the presence of stillness in the field beyond the dismantling. Transcendence. The truth of love as the ultimate power amplifies. This is supreme support for those choosing to transcend lower density versions of self. Refinement and divine order. Collective higher trajectories amplify and refine our paths. Simplify as old beliefs, choices, and creations don't matter anymore. Access original purity. A return to the unaltered essence of being, the original purity of our divine presence. The ways we experience and interpret consciousness and form will shift dramatically. Revelation and Gaia wisdom. Greater clarity exposes uncomplementary realities and fosters higher perspective choices. Ascended Gaia emerges as a wise elder, revealing higher truths. Gaia has a new voice, listen to her often. Freedom and golden race criss codes as limitations of the old illusion dissolve. Higher trajectories become clearer, fostering liberation. Energy shifts awaken dormant codes within DNA, stimulating biophotonic transformation in aligned hearts. Health and death. Everyone is advised to take excellent care of the physical right now. Remember that a healthy nervous system enhances our ability to integrate higher frequencies and stay balanced. Many souls will depart the physical vessel as the energies rise. Presence embodiment. Powerful influxes and energy shifts support those on the path to embodiment of the divine presence. This type of embodiment causes rapid shifts in the collective, the field, and our trajectories. The Federation of Light, clearing things up. Hello to you, from me here on planet Earth. I would like you to clear up a matter that I feel necessary to address. There are two people in particular who have many followers and have been on the scene for a few years now. I choose not to mention names. They say that you, the Federation of Light, are of the dark, or a psyop, and that it is the Federation of Worlds that are the truth, nothing else. Folk write to me regarding this, as the lady has had many predictions come about and they feel her to be of truth. Yet, I was made aware that this is not necessarily the case. I am fully in my truth with you and have no doubts at all. What say you? Firstly, we welcome each one and of course, your inquiring self to this conversation, Blossom. Indeed, as you are aware, it is not our style to discuss other channelings, be they in tune with what we say, or otherwise. For it is for each individual to feel their own truth regarding any messages that are brought through from outside of your planet Earth. So, let it be known, we do not have this conversation in order to defend ourselves, for that is not necessary. There is nothing to defend. We are who we are, the Federation of Light. In a sense we could say, end of story, yet, for purposes To assist we shall say a little more. For those who are confused by that which is told regarding who we are working for / with etc., we ask that you listen to your heart. We ask that you feel within the core of your being, whether or not our messages resonate with you. Do they assist you in / through / yes / of love, or do they bring you down and move you into fear? Do we, as your friends, encourage you, assist in remembering your purpose and who you are, or do we do the opposite? When we have the opportunity to speak through you, blossom, are our eyes through you filled with love or darkness? When souls listen to you speak your truth, blossom, does one feel uplifted or downcast? If you ask yourselves all these things, you will find your answer. Absolutely. Yet, to follow through a little more, there are many things you have said that have not come about, and therefore, apparently, I am being used by the dark to confuse and keep folk hanging on to something that will never happen. Again, this is for others' benefit, not mine. Not needed. To that, we would ask again that you listen to your heart. All that we have spoken of is not set in your calendars. It cannot be this way. That which is and will take place is on a scale far greater than earthly timings. The point we would care to make is the importance of each one fulfilling their hearts, their soul's desire, to accomplish what they are upon earth to do. Perhaps too many messages from too many off-worlders lead to confusion and displacement of one's own truth and knowledge. One's own truth and knowledge comes from and lies within each one. At the end of the day, whatever is to happen will. There is no stopping that. Meanwhile, as we always say, your mission here, if you feel deep within that you have one, is to find happiness within a world that has been determined to block happiness from you. The dark cannot thrive on light and joy and laughter. These attributes which serve you souls of such light are the enemy of the darkness. Hence, the determination to prevent all things of this nature from shining in truth. Yet, dearest souls, all this is changing. The light has won. The darkness is failing. The power of those who had chosen not to serve the light, that was once so strong and obvious, is so quickly now weakening. May we state in love, we do not have a problem with souls not believing in what we say about certain matters coming about. We know our truth. It is for each one to discover theirs. It is interesting, because obviously, many find the messages that these two particular people speak of to be of truth, and I don't. It's possible the things that have come about that they have spoken of have been set up to make them appear of truth. Yet, blossom, at the end of the day it doesn't matter. Delve deeper, please. Allow souls to make up their own minds about everything. If it serves them, then that is their truth. These things are just not important. In a way, I get that. It matters not if we are known as the Federation of Light or the Federation of Bananas. Classic. That's it. From now on you are not the FOL, you are the FOB. Yet, you understand the point we are making. It is what we have to offer you in ways of assisting you. We desire that you recall your true self in order for you to walk back into the power of light that you are. Your very essence light. Bright, powerful, loving light. You are not a mere human. You are light expressing itself inside human form in a world that is trying to put that light out. That is what is important. Not whether monoliths or crystals spark off at a given time. Not whether pillars of light float across the sky giving information to each individual. Not whether an event of such enormity is going to take place. Not if there is going to be a lockdown going into phase 2. These are not important. Truth. Are they not? What is important is you knowing the power of who you truly are. When you understand that, you will know that anything that is to take place, anything will be able to be handled by you in love, not fear. For when you understand this truth that is unfolding within you, you too will realize that the need to know is not important. The need to be light. The need to know light is the most important thing of all. I feel you want to say, the rest is insignificant. Surely not. In the big scheme of things it is. How can the event that has been spoken about by all religions, whatever it is, be insignificant? put into perspective of each one upon planet Earth remembering who they are it is. Because that would be that. That's funny. You are going to leave us with that after the conversation we have just had? That is your way. It is. And for those who know us as truth, that would be that, and for those who don't it wouldn't be. Riddle Mary. Some say too, that you talking in riddles is also a sign of you being of the dark. What say you, Blossom? I say it's not important. Much appreciated. In gratitude. In loving service. I am. Revolutionary and evolutionary changes, transfiguration, transmutations, transitions. We are at the moment with all the planetary alignments, as well as huge sun flares, and with the light and sound frequencies, the cosmic energies amping up beyond all known before, plus the Earth's energy centers being fully activated, in a time of profound happenings and changes. I am not an astrologer, as I have never felt myself drawn to it, but I do read energy and energy lines, and more than this tap into cosmic information, and we have entered a wormhole now, for want of a better word, to describe this, on planetary, galactic and universal levels, where we literally are going through a type of birthing channel, in order to be rebirthed, or recreated into a totally different dimension and frequency band. Do not be surprised if your lower chakras are now making themselves felt, and all those parts of yourself you need to shed, and one of these is fear, including fear of survival, and all those deeply buried things you have not yet dealt with at a very deep soul level. As the new crystalline bodies form, the stuck energy in all our bodies and fields needs to dissolve. Note in which areas of your body's discomfort reigns, and then go and make work of it and be prepared to delve deeply into your soul memory banks, and then release it once and for all. We cannot take any baggage with us into the new earth and the new golden age. The base chakra holds the seat of your soul. The affirmation here is, I am safe and secure. I am standing in my highest mastery, and living my highest truth. The Earth Star Chakra is the central hub, where we truly anchor our soul mission and purpose into the Earth, the new Earth, and the new Golden Age. We literally through our soul star and Earth stars merging, become all that we are meant to be. Just like a mighty tree needs to be firmly rooted and grounded into Mother Earth, we too need to tend and nourish those roots, and become as one with Mother Earth, and allow her love to be within us and all around us, as much as the full anchoring in of the divine love in our heart centers and soul. I am becoming more and more aware of how Mother Earth and Mother Nature have already moved into the much higher frequency band. I can see the auric energy fields in and around trees, plants, animals, etc., and I see how they all have halos around them, and these energy fields are expanding. We are in the process of huge changes, and more coming. Thus, being rooted and grounded in Mother Earth is of immense importance now, for she is much larger than we are, and indeed, through her we connect to all the energy lines, the vortices, and the pyramids on Earth, and in her waters. We all need to be firmly plugged into these immense telluric energy fields now, and into the spine of the Earth and its own winged rod of power, so that, as we move through this massive wormhole, we do so with love and joy, knowing that this is a process of illumination and transfiguration, far beyond anything known before. It's not only humans who are going through this, but all forms of life, visible and invisible. What an awesome time to be alive, and well, and on Spaceship Earth. Source: arrayoflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.